Okay guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be going over a bunch of different camping / hiking cooking accessories, and I'll put together a few kits within them, and I'll explain why I chose them and which one is my favorite. So the first one we're going to go over is this flat pack wood burning stove, and this one is really nice because you don't have to worry about bringing any fuel. It's just wood burning, and since it's so small, it's twig burning. So it comes with these 4 sheets here. They just interlock here on the sides. You put all 4 together to create the square, and then in the bottom you'll have this tray here to hold the wood, and at the top I'll put this here, and then that'll hold a pot. So I'll show you that setup here. Okay, so here it is all set up. You would just put your sticks or twigs right here in the front, and then you'll set your pot here on top, and you're good to go. That's stove number 1. The only issue about it is it's not always easy to find sticks and twigs where you're at, like right here, and so this isn't always going to be the best option. And on top of that, you do have to kind of play around and make your own fire, and it's just not as convenient as some of the other stoves that I'm going to get to. One advantage about it though is right here I just have a simple grill, a square one, or sorry, a rectangle one and a square one, and the square one fits on top of there very easily, so now you can actually kind of barbecue with it as well, so that is an advantage. So the next cook kit I'm going to go over is my favorite cook kit that I use, because it's very easy to use. So I keep the whole thing inside this little drawstring bag, and what it is a 650 milliliter Tokes pot. The handles will fold out. The pot also has measurement readings on it, and the lid has a strainer. It's very, very lightweight pot, and inside this I keep my cook kit. So first, this is just a can opener. Sometimes I'll have some cans while I'm cooking, and that's just very easy and small way to open them. Next, I'll have a GSI micro pot gripper. So if anything that I'm cooking with becomes too hot for me to grab, I just have this. It's a lot easier than trying to bring one of those big metal pot lifters, and I can just stuff it inside. Next, I have MSR Pocket Rocket 2. So this is the stove I chose because it's good quality, it's MSR, it's going to last a long time, and right here it's adjustable. So this is very easy to use. You just put it on a butane can, and I'll get to that in a minute. Next, here I have this GSI cloth. So this is a dishcloth. I use it, one side's microfiber for drying and the other side's better for cleaning and scrubbing, and then it's also good to kind of keep patting around the Pocket Rocket inside of here. The Pocket Rocket does come with its own case here, but it's pretty big. It won't fit in here with all the other things that I like to keep in my cook kit. So I think this is perfect protection. Fit it in there. Next, we have the actual fuel canister. So I have a 110 grams in here. It's a perfect fit to allow me to fit the rest of my stuff. And the bottom has a little open space in it, allowing me to fit my last item, which is the GSI scraper. It's kind of flimsy on one side, hard on the other side, and it just makes it easier to kind of clean out your dishes when you're done. So this is my favorite cook kit that I use. And now let's go on to the next one. Okay, so in the last cook kit here is an alcohol burning stove. So here I have a Trangia stove, and the way this works is you just kind of fill this little can with some, well actually there's lots of different fuels that you can use for these stoves, and that's one of the better parts about them. Here I have methyl hydrate. It's pretty cheap. It's available at many different stores. It's easy to find, and you'll just pour a little bit inside of your stove, light that, and then most Trangias actually come with a big kit, like a windscreen and a pot and everything, but I actually only have this, and this is just enough to put the pot on. So I'll just put them together, put that over the transient, and then you can actually put the pot on it. The only thing about this here is now I can't use this, and this allows you to adjust the flame. So now it's not going to be adjustable. Okay, so with the alcohol stoves, of course you'll need to be bringing some fuel with you. So I've got a fuel bottle here, however it's fairly large. And on top of that, you'll need to bring your pot. So this cook kit here is not really as compact and convenient as this one, in my opinion. And another thing is, if you were to bring the same amount of butane as you would with alcohol, the butane will last you a lot longer. Okay, and now a couple accessory items to add to the kits. So first, with utensils, sometimes I might just choose this, which is a foldable utensil that I can actually fit inside of the pot to my main cook kit. Or my usual go-to is this Sea to Summit long handle spork. And I like the long handles because a lot of the times when I'm cooking, I'm just making a dehydrated meal like this. And so once you put the boiling water in here, the long handle will allow you to reach to the bottom without getting your hand messy. So I usually bring the long handle, but sometimes I'll bring the foldable just so I could fit it in my container. Another option is something like this. It's a knife and a spoon. Okay, and the next item I'll sometimes like to bring with me right here is by GSI again, and it's a cutting board and a knife. So it just rolls up into this sleeve and it's got the knife in the middle. It's pretty straightforward here. Okay, and the next product we have here is a bowl, and it's got a lid in case you want to pack things up to go, and it's telescopic, so it's easy to fold away. This one's also by GSI, and by the way, I am not sponsored by anybody. I just happen to like these GSI products. And next is a MSR brush and scraper. So this one doesn't fit inside of my 650 milliliter pot, which is the reason that I choose the GSI scraper. This one has a brush, so I would choose this one if I could. But if you're going with a larger pot, maybe the 650 doesn't work for you and you're going to go with like an 800 milliliter pot, this is an option. Next item here is a windscreen. So this one here is just from Amazon. And the one thing to kind of watch out for if you're buying no-name brand stuff like this is right here. They did not deburr it, and the sides are all sharp, and I don't want to have to rip any of my other items on my backpack just because I'm bringing a windscreen. But you could always just file that down, just kind of something to watch for. So this would just open up here and go around your cook setup, whichever cook setup you decided to go with. And you could get a windscreen that's like foil and kind of easier to pack up. I just decided to go with this one because once it's flat, it's easy enough to pack into my bag for me. Okay, and the next thing here is a jetboil crunch tool. So just once your butane cans are done, you actually have to put some holes in them in order to recycle them. So this is just an easy way to do that. It's not really completely necessary. If you don't think you're going to finish your can, you don't need to bring this. Just do it when you get home. But it's a good tool, and it's necessary for recycling them properly. So there's another cool. Next, this is actually a titanium plate by Tokes. It's very lightweight, and I actually use it for a frying pan, not just a plate. And that's where my GSI micro gripper comes in handy, because this plate doesn't have any handles. So I just use this. And it's very lightweight. I would actually recommend this over a frying pan if you do want to cook on a frying pan while you're out. Okay, and so the next item here is a tinder wick. And this is just useful for when you're making a fire in your flat pack wood burning stove. You can kind of light this and then light multiple sticks just to get this going faster. And also on this wick, it says it comes with a pocket bellow. But this is a very short bellow. I don't recommend using this. You'll burn your face. However, I do recommend using this. This is a telescopic pocket bellow, and so it pulls out, and you just blow through it into the area of your fire in order to help you light your fire. So this is good with this. And my last item here is just a match case. I have this one from Exotech. It's pretty good quality. I have some stormproof matches in there, and it's a good piece for the kit. And I'm going to put a link for all of this stuff in the description. Okay guys, so that was my video on cook kits. Now I'm gonna have lunch. And just by the way, the 650 milliliter Coke pot is mostly for using to boil water to put into something else. It's very small. The most that you fit into it is a pack of Mr. Nerds. Right to the top. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching my video, and hope you liked it.